Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying the Velveeta shells and cheese. This is the original versus the gluten-free. The gluten-free was $4.99 and the regular was $3.19. So that's quite a big difference. They were both bought at Target and they're both the exact same size. So gluten-free is quite a bit more expensive than the regular. So what you want to do is it's the same thing for both of these. You want to boil 1.5 quarts or 6 cups of water in a saucepan, stir in shell pasta, cook for 8 to 10 minutes or until tender, stirring occasionally. Then you want to drain the water off. Do not rinse. So I'll show you what comes in the box. They all look the same, but I'll show you. So you get your little shells. And there's your cheese. And let's look at the gluten-free. Let's look at the different, at the pasta too and see if it looks any different. Just, because I don't know if it will or not. Oh, okay, so this is different because when you pull the cheese packet out, look, it's in red. And it says gluten-free cheese sauce. And it feels, honestly, it's really, really soft. It's almost like, it seems more liquidy, whereas this one is firmer. And so it's just, there's a difference in the texture from the container. But let's look at the, oh yeah, there's a difference here. So these are the regular shells. And this is the gluten-free. So the gluten-free is very yellow in color. So I'm going to let my water start to boil. I'm going to probably go right in the middle, probably about 9 minutes. I'm going to drain it and then we'll come back. So the noodles boiled for 9 minutes, maybe 9.5 minutes if I'm exact. So you take them off the heat and then you want to just add your cheese. And so this is the regular. So I'm going to add it to both the packets of cheese, and then I'm going to stir it, and we'll be ready to give it a try. Boxes just so we can compare some numbers real quick. So mine is the same size box and everything. So per serving, it says makes 1 cup. A serving size is 4 ounces or 112 grams. It's 370 calories.
Mine's 360 calories.
This is 1,110 calories for the box.
1,070.
Okay, so
it's a little less calories.
Mine, the total fat for just serving is 12 grams.
11.
The cholesterol is 15 milligrams.
Mine's 10.
Sodium is 860.
Mine's 880. That's what it looks like.
Carbs is 49 grams.
57 grams. That's hard to believe in that gluten-free. It's more carbs.
No. Yeah.
57.
Oh, yeah. I'm doing the original. Yeah. Okay. I forgot I was doing the original. Total sugars is 4 grams.
Mine's 5.
Okay. You think anybody would want to know anything
Protein's
else?
8 grams.
Protein is 13.
So you go
13 grams of protein.
And the cheese, it's for the, I'm sure it's the milk.
Well, there will be pictures
of the... No, it's just the grains. I guess they use milk.
Yeah. There will be pictures at the end of the video. If you want to look at the numbers closer, just get ready to pause. Yeah. But I've said it before. I'll say it again. I think it's a shame if you have to be gluten-free because you're paying $1.80 more. Yes, you're getting penalized for having a medical condition. I just think it's a shame, you know. That's something people can't help.
Maybe your insurance can help you pay for your food.
It ain't happening. Insurance isn't helping to pay for sanitary napkins. They're certainly not helping to pay for stuff like this. Okay, so we're trying the regular first. Okay. Now,
it's the lighter color.
Even though it said it had all that salt, we always usually put salt and pepper on ours when we put it on our plate, or I do at least. You don't?
I don't, because this is salty already.
Do you put pepper though? I
Some
thought you
pepper.
did put
I
pepper.
put pepper, but I put
Okay,
salt.
I'm just assuming
Yeah.
you use salt with the pepper.
It even has a salty kind of flavor.
It is good. I just
It's
always
good.
put salt on it.
Yeah, I just never saw the need to put salt. Pepper gives a little spice, but the salt, it's plain salty enough.
Some people are very, like they have their nose in the air when it comes to Velveeta. I like Velveeta. I like
it's
all kinds
processed
of
cheese,
cheeses. But I like Velveeta. And I like Velveeta shells and cheese.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not something we buy on the regular, but we did when the kids were little. We would have it all the time. When I could afford it, usually Kraft macaroni and cheese is what we could afford because it's so cheap. But
Back then it
this,
was a quarter a box.
yeah, exactly. But this was when we wanted to be a little bit fancier, and you don't have to add milk and butter like you do
Right.
the Kraft. So.
And I would never eat Velveeta by itself by the slice. I don't like it like that, but cooked in things or melted on a sandwich.
Oh, I love
or
it
something,
on
it's
a
really
grilled
good.
cheese,
Yeah.
or it's very creamy.
Yeah, it's
it
good.
does
Tastes like Velveeta.
Yes, I think it has a really nice
Yeah,
flavor.
the pasta's got a nice consistency and nice texture to it. So
Yeah, it's
now
good.
we'll compare it to the gluten-free.
Yeah, so this is gluten-free, and the gluten-free set on there, it says it's made with brown rice and corn pasta. All right.
It definitely has a different texture.
But it's not a bad texture. It's just a firmer texture because I let them both cook the same amount of time. It's just a different texture.
Yeah, it's just a
And-
little bit firmer, like you said.
And to be honest, I was a little bit judgy about the color in my mind. I didn't say anything to Kevin or anything, but when you're used to seeing a certain color of pasta, and then this comes out of the box and it's really yellow, it's like, I don't know about that. But it's actually really good.
I swear that almost has more cheese flavor than the original.
The only thing is you might want to let them cook a little
Just a
bit
little
longer, the gluten-free, yeah. I don't mind it.
I don't mind it either because I like a
No.
firmer pasta anyway.
But it is noticeably firmer.
I actually like the cheese flavor better with the gluten-free. It's stronger.
That's why I went back. Just
I
now.
tried both of them. Yeah, I think it's just a little bit stronger. They're both equally creamy, but the original is not quite as cheesy flavored.
No, the cheese is better in the gluten-free.
Yeah.
I actually like the gluten-free more than I do the regular.
Yeah.
Overall. Overall I do.
Yeah, because the texture's fine. The flavor's actually better. Yeah, it's interesting. I wouldn't have thought that.
No, not at all.
Yeah. I don't know what they're putting in the regular Velveeta cheese that makes it have gluten though. That's weird. The processed cheese, the original with not
Oh,
gluten-free.
as far as the cheese packet itself?
Yeah, because just
it
the fact
said
that the
on
cheese
the
packets were different.
I know.
So I don't know what they're putting in their cheese to make it gluten.
Yeah, neither one of us has an allergy, so,
Yeah, so we don't dig into
we
that
don't
stuff.
dig. Yeah, we don't do studies of stuff like that. If it happens to you, no matter what it is,
Oh,
then you're going to dig into it and you're going to understand the ins and outs of it. But there's no need to do that if it doesn't
Exactly.
affect you or anybody around you.
Yeah.
But actually, I'm shocked.
Right.
Because I'm going to choose the gluten-free version because it is a much stronger cheese flavor, and I do like the texture of the pasta and everything. They're a little bit smaller. Do you notice that?
Slightly.
They're a little bit smaller.
But the bad thing is I would never pay $2 more unless
No.
I had to.
That's a good point. Why would you pay $1.80 more unless you had that condition where you can't have gluten? That you're right. So which one would I buy? Well, I'm cheap, so I'm probably gonna just.
Yeah.
I'm
Even
just
though it
gonna-
doesn't taste quite as good, I would still get the Velveeta.
Right, because it still is good.
It's still good.
It might not be as good, but it still is good.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, you're right. It all comes down to cost, and I'm gonna stick with the original only for the cost.
Right.
But if you're going by flavor alone, gluten-free is
I
your
like the
friend.
gluten-free.
So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.